Hello and welcome back to Luso Podcast. This is Bella Moeller speaking, your host for today's episode. And sitting with me in the room, presently, at this very moment, is the one, the only, Mr. Nations. Say hi, Mr. Nations.
Hi.
Well, the secret is out. Word on the street is that you are part of a band in high school. You named it Randall Pink, huh? What prompted you to choose that name for your band?
So Randall Pink was the name of a character in a movie that we liked when we were in high school, Dazed and Confused. His name was Randall Floyd, but it was like set in the 70s. And Pink Floyd was a band, and so they called him Randall Pink. Actually, my friend thought it was really cool, and then I stole it from him.
What made you decide to join a band? Were you just bored and looking for something to do?
Yeah, we just liked music a lot. My friend, who was the drummer for the band, Nate, was really good at the drums and was very much wanting to be in a band. And I was his only friend that like kind of played the guitar and could sing songs and had similar like musical tastes as he did. So he was like, hey, get better at the guitar. So it was like mainly like something fun to do.
All right, so you mentioned Nate. Were there any other members that made up the
Yep,
band?
Matt, my little brother, he played the bass in the band.
Where did you practice, usually?
So Nate's like room at his house was the old garage, and so we played in his bedroom, which was really tight, or we practiced in my mom's basement, which was much bigger, but his drum kit was always set up in his room, and he didn't want to pack it up and bring it over, so we'd always go to his house.
So you were a bedroom/garage/basement band?
Correct.
Nice. What main genre of music did you perform?
Punk, we'd call it punk music.
Where did you perform normally? Were you able to perform at any venues at all?
Yeah, we played at places in and around St. Louis. There were some clubs downtown that we would play at, the Creepy Crawl or the Galaxy. There was a place in the Loop called Cicero's, places in Illinois sometimes. We'd play like in my mom's basement for like a party. We'd have friends over and yeah.
Did you primarily sing covers or did you make your own songs?
We made them up. Yeah, we didn't really do a lot of covers. Mainly because I like couldn't memorize other people's songs. I had to have written them to be able to remember them. And even then I struggled. There were like so many times where I'd be like singing a song on stage in my head as I'm singing it. I'd be like, I don't know how the next verse starts. I have no idea what the next line is.
Could you sing a chorus of one of your favorite ones? You wrote?
You want me? I'm not. So we had a song called the Sweatshirt Song, and that was always my favorite one. It's getting cold outside, better put my sweatshirt on. Oh wait, I forgot it's gone.
Now let's talk about that hair.
Yeah.
What chemicals did you have to rub into your scalp to get it to turn that color?
Yeah. So there was this place back in the day. Is Hot Topic still a place?
I doubt it.
So Hot Topic was a store in the mall, and it was a store for like goth kids. It sold like goth stuff. You know what I'm talking about when I say like a goth kid? Like all black stuff, like weird, like a whole bunch of weird stuff in there that I was not into at all. But they sold at Hot Topic like a bleach hair dyeing kit. Because like I'd bought like a bleach kit from like Walgreens before that was for like ladies like dyeing their hair blonde, and it just made your hair kind of like orange, and it was gross. And I wanted it to be like super, super bleached. And Hot Topic had this kit, and it was so not good for you. It had like these two different bottles or whatever, and you'd mix them up and you'd shake it up, and it turned like kind of like pink. And then you'd rub it all up in your hair. And, you know, you're supposed to leave it in for like whatever, 5 minutes. I would always like double the amount of time I would leave it in it. And it would just be like as long as I could possibly stand it, because it would like blister your skin. Like it burned bad to have it in your head. And it was just like torturous. But you were like, the longer I keep it in, the more bleached it's going to be. And that was the look, man.
So did you bleach it when you were like a sophomore or junior in high school?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like every year I'd probably do it a couple of times.
How long did you keep it bleached?
I had it. Oh my gosh. So a bunch of times all through, like you'd bleach it and then it would grow out, and like we thought that looked cool too, where it was like just the tips would be bleached as it like grew out, and you'd cut it and you just have these like bleached little spiky tips. I'll have to find more pictures of the bleached look because it was dope. I had like senior pictures coming up, and I had red hair before I was supposed to take those like formal senior pictures. My mom was like, you're not getting these pictures taken with red hair. Like, I'm not having those in my house. And so, like, I went that day and bleached it. So, like, my senior year pictures is me with, like, super bleached blonde hair. So, like, as late as, like, a senior in high school.
So it took you about 2 years to realize it wasn't a good look?
It was a good look. I'm not embarrassed about it. I still stand by it. It's like anything else, right? Like, it was, well, I wouldn't bleach my hair today. Like, I wouldn't do that. But, like, I still think it looked cool. It was cool. It was the year 2000, 2001. Like, it was dope to have bleached hair. Not everybody did it, but that was also part of the, like, benefit of the aesthetic.
All right. Were your parents supportive of the band?
They were.
Nice.
Yeah, they'd come and watch me play sometimes.
Cool. And around the end of the band, what was the deciding factor that, like, kind of made your band break up?
Nate went to college. He graduated from high school a semester early and went to college at Columbia in Chicago. We pretty much stopped. I think he came back and we probably played a couple of weekend shows before senior year ended, but that was it. We all went to college. Well, me and Nate did.
Do you wish you could have taken the band any further? Did you have dreams of, like, being big, one-hit wonder?
Not really. I mean, it was just fun to play. We had enough people come to the shows that it felt like satisfying, you know? Like, we would have like 100 kids show up sometimes, and that was cool enough for us.
That's all the questions I have for you. Thank you for taking this time out of your day, Mr. Nations.
You're welcome,
It was
Bella.
fun.
This was fun. Thank you.
All right, and that is a conclusion of Luso Podcast. Tune in next week.